It's not often that I found a game that I can relate deeply to, but Impostor Factory is one of those unique games. This game is the third main installment to the Moon series that got released on September 2021. I love To the Moon and all the games that come after, so I know this is going to be a good game. But I didn't think that this game would touch me so much, enough so that I got an impulse to make this video. So in this video, I want to discuss why this game is special to me, and also, spoilers ahead, because I'm going to discuss what is happening on the game. What I want to talk about is specifically in part 2. Linri is a girl who is born with a malignant. Doctor doesn't guarantee the symptoms will become severe or not, and due to her illness, she immerses herself in reading books and trying to obtain as much knowledge as she can. She tried not to waste any of her possibly short life. She avoided making friends because she knew that the relationship will not last long. But her friend insisting that school life is all about memories, which grabbed her attention. Then she decided to learn how does human memory works. She continues her life to college, taking a major in neuroscience. During one of her study sessions inside the library, a boy came to sit beside her. After a rigorous study, they both fell asleep on their table. When they wakes up, it's already nighttime. Everyone has gone home. So they talk for a bit and they introduce themselves. The boy name is Quincy and he majored in liberal arts. Days pass and they spend more time together. Everywhere they go, they seem to be able to identify each other. One night, Quincy is telling Linnery about his journey to Paris and Eiffel Tower. Listening to Quincy talking so happily about his journey makes Linnery jealous of him. So Quincy suggests that she should go herself, but Linnery denies that possibility because she doesn't have time. During this time, Quincy still doesn't know about Linnery's condition, so he asks her surely she can afford to spare 1 or 2 weeks for a trip, in which she replies that she has already chosen her life path and that she wanted to leave a mark in her life. She's afraid that by experiencing the beauty of the world, she would stop pursuing her path. This specific scene hit me really hard because I have a dilemma that I only talk to my close friend. My dilemma is that I know how to become successful, I know what it takes to become successful, and I know how much you need to sacrifice to become successful. And I question myself, do I really want to become successful? Is it really worth it to throw away everything and work hard on one thing? Now, maybe some of you are wondering, are you not happy in life? To that, I will answer, I am happy. I have a good job with an amazing team. I'm not stressed whenever I start working. I am blessed so that I don't need to worry about money, well, for now. But that's the thing. I've worked so hard to get to this point, and now I have reached it. But what's next? Some people might say I'm ungrateful, which I will immediately deny. I'm very grateful for my condition and my current situation, but I'm very afraid that because I'm feeling comfortable, I would stay stagnant. Just as Linry says, our time here is so limited. I always feel such a pressure to make something of it. But just as Quincy said, when I think of how limited our time here is, I can't help but to want to simply enjoy it while it lasts. And that was my second dilemma. I know that life is short. People will say to me, you are still young. But even if I know that I'm young, that doesn't mean that my life is still long. I can die at any time. I can get hit by a truck while I'm walking, an earthquake can destroy my home and kill me, and so on and so forth. So I want to cherish the time that I have. And there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people waste their time, and when their time is up, they regret not treating their time preciously. And that scares me. So now, I have two opposing sides of the coin. But instead of winning and losing like in a coin toss, both coins lead to a win. However, instead of being happy choosing one of those sides which will result in a win, I don't know which win will make me happier. And this is what I love about this specific game. Kan Gao, the creator of To the Moon series, portrays those two exact sides of the coin in his character. They both know that life is short, but Lyri wanted to use her time to become successful and leave a mark, and while Quincy wants to cherish every day of his life. Due to the flow of conversation, Quincy gets the courage to ask Linry out. Here, Linry reveals her condition to Quincy and tells him that it might not be a good idea for them to become a couple. For a couple of days, Quincy has been missing from the library, but on one evening, Linry received a message from Quincy to meet him on a bridge. When Linry arrived, she saw a cheap miniature made out of cardboard, cans, boxes that makes famous building from around the world. After they walk around, they sit down on a chair and Linry thanked Quincy for setting it up for her. Quincy convinced her that he had made his decision
and that she shouldn't be worrying about him, but rather make her own decision.
And with that, they become a couple.
Skipping time, Linry and Quincy graduate. During the graduation, Linry got invited to meet an employer for the job that she applied for.
Linry went to meet them, and over there, they explain how they are interested in her due to her college research about manipulating human memory using a machine. So she accepted the job offer, and to make her life easier, she had to move somewhere close to the office.
Quincy was happy for Linry's success and moved with her,
But Linry was worried about Quincy.
because he was forced to move with her
Due to her job, Quincy assures Linry he knows how much this job meant to her and that he will figure something for himself. And so, Linry starts her first new job. She was getting familiar with her job and went home to spend time with Quincy.
After getting familiar with her new workplace, she was asked to do a bit of overtime to help with the development. At first, it was only one time, and then another, and so on and so forth. One day, the deadline to showcase the development is coming near. So, her boss suggests her to use one of the available rooms so she doesn't have to commute. This makes Linry feel conflicted, because on one hand, she wants to help the development to become a successful one, but she also doesn't want to leave Quincy alone. This scene portrays that if you want to become successful, you will need to sacrifice something along the way. And on the day of the showcase,
She told Quincy about what happened, and Quincy did not take that well. He thought that she would still be with him while pursuing her dream, but Linry tries to tell him that this project is really important. She left Quincy alone, but when she arrived at the office,
an ambulance waiting in front of her workplace, and it was informed that her colleagues started the showcase without her because she was late due to her fight with Quincy. Can't bear with the guilt, she left her work behind, even when her boss tried to convince her to stay. Feeling tired of everything, she decided that she wanted to see the world with Quincy.
this scene hit me again for the second time.
I realized while I was playing that you can do everything you can, sacrifice everything for the sake of so-called success. But even then, the result might not be what you wanted. Seeing Linry's struggles and decisions give me a perspective of the path that I want to take. I want to add, even after playing this game, I don't know what I want to do with my life, or which path I should take. And that's why there's one scene where Linry asked Quincy if she was selfish. And it took me a really long time to decide, even though I know it's not gonna change the outcome. Because on one hand, I understand to do great things you need to sacrifice something. But on the other hand, sacrifice other people for your own goal is really selfish. I'm gonna stop here because I don't want to spoil anything further.
But yeah, that's how a 3 hours game was able to make me cry 5 times during my playthrough.
Play the game if you want to know the end of their stories. There are other great stuff that I don't include in this video because it's getting really long. But I do want to say, Kangao, if you are watching, your game have definitely left a mark on this nobody.